What is up, YouTube world? I am Darian, also known as the Wave, man. Welcome to the channel, man. Today I am reacting to Wilt Chamberlain, the most athletic giant ever. This video, I can't say it was a highly requested video, but this is a video I've seen in the comments a couple of times. Said I'm gonna react to it, so hey, I'm gonna react to it. Let's get to it, man. Let's react.
Looking at his videos and stuff, like he was so freaking athletic. Like he would have been able to play any area, like jump over anybody.
Oh, I don't know, but maybe I can if I get lucky. You had to do that to me. You had to show me up. What are you up to these days? I'm president of the IVA, which is a professional volleyball league.
Well, for me, what comes to mind is just how physically dominating Wilt was. I mean, his size and strength and athletic ability, he had a great variety of really incredible strong points to his athletic skills.
Oh, that works. Get y'all little skinny tails off me, boy. Oh, that was clean pass.
Keeping in mind, Chris, Gus Johnson at 6'7", 235.
Oh, what's that? Get out my way, little boy.
See, I ruptured my patella tendon about 3.5 years ago.
Oh, that mercy.
Luckily for me, I was living in Southern California where the beaches are really quite conducive, you know, to playing beach volleyball and strengthening your legs, and especially for a knee operation. So I became interested, you know, while doing that, and since then I've been touring with a team of my own called the Big Dippers for the last about the last 2.5 years.
Everything, dancing, playing tennis, what in the world, acting?
A big person like that to do. Wilt loved to dance. He could dance.
He was a magnificent athlete. In today's
He do not move like a 7-footer, man.
If people don't
Look at
realize
that.
You know, he can. When he went to the University of Kansas, he competed in the shot
like
put
Ben
and
Simmons
the
out there,
high
boy.
jump and the quarter mile. In addition to playing on the basketball team, you know, he was really a superlative athlete.
Give me a
Chamberlain knocks it away. A beautiful defensive play by Wilt.
That man on 4-4, don't he?
That's as fast as I've seen Wilt run.
That's what I'm talking about. How you this athletic?
Excellent.
He was like a giraffe. You know, a giraffe has a lot of speed. It just doesn't look like it's moving. And Wilt was that way. Had a lot of speed.
You could see the power. He was strong. Could hold the position. Couldn't push him around.
My gosh, he was a great track man. He could high jump, he could broad jump, he'd throw the shot, he'd run the quarter mile like a deer.
And the same way with his stamina.
Great
Great
stamina. Look
stamina.
at him.
And strength.
Shaquille didn't have quite the same athleticism that Wilt had.
He
didn't have the
got
endurance
that
that obviously by the 48 minutes a night that we talked about.
Give me the
Wilt was a very special guy. I mean, he was the greatest athlete I think that's ever lived. One of the strongest men that's ever played this game.
Wilt was probably the most powerful, strongest athlete that I've ever met.
Now you've slimmed down. I mean, what was your playing weight? About 275, 280?
No. My playing weight is around 300, 310.
Wilt could do whatever he wanted to.
You don't look 310.
Like when Wilt Chamberlain started a discussion about being able to touch a certain mark on
Yeah,
the
he do look
backboard.
about 310. Let me stop.
I heard a lot of laughs.
He's laughing. Stop.
Strong, palmed a bowling ball, a 16-pound bowling ball. Didn't put his fingers in the sockets and the holes. Palmed it like that, held it out.
And Wilt sort of toying with the opposition.
What you doing, Wilt?
So-called Wilt. Chamberlain giving him plenty of room. Leads Allen. Chamberlain knocks it away, and Allen is
I actually saw this, and I think to this day people don't believe it. But he wasn't at the top of the circle, but he was about 3 steps behind it on a free throw, and he ran to the free throw line, took off, and dunked the ball.
Wilt Chamberlain was an
Hold on,
extraordinary
bro.
athlete.
This man just said he went from the free throw to the three-point line and dunked it. Hold on. Let me turn up the TV. Let me listen a little bit more. I know he just didn't just say he dunked from the three-point line. I know he didn't just say that.
And took off and dunked the ball.
Wilt Chamberlain was an
at the top of the circle, but he was about 3 steps behind it on a free throw, and he ran to the free throw line, took off and dunked the ball.
Wilt Chamberlain was an extraordinary athlete.
Okay, I heard him reference at the Olympics this year being the greatest beach volleyball player of a certain era. What is
they said that man jumped from the three-point line. I'm gonna say, don't start this
Will
miss
accomplish
stuff.
that many people might not know about. Polo, water polo.
And harness racing.
I water ski at over 100 miles an hour. When I ride my cars, I go as much as 180 miles an hour. And most people dream of doing those things, but never have enough nerve to try them. The Kansas City Chiefs.
I went for 140 the other day, man.
I know you did a 4.4 and a 40-yard dash. You were a sprinter, even boxing.
We came with a concept of Wilt Chamberlain fighting Muhammad Ali, and I was going to manage Wilt. You know what happened though? No.
I reacted to that video already.
And got afraid and thought it might be an upset because Wilt was so big. You know, Ali was 6'2" and Wilt was about 7'2". Yeah. And so Herbert backed out. And he was a manager of Muhammad.
He challenged me about a few years ago before they took my title, back in '67. The old Howard Cosell show, and I thought he was joking. But I found out he's a good fighter. I would say he's more skillful at boxing than Joe Frazier is. He's strong. Milton Gross was telling me about where he held up the back of his big car while somebody changed the tires. He's got a strong leg, strong midsection. I see him running up and down basketball courts all night, which is a hard job. I tried it a couple of times, and it's rough basketball.
My thing I liked was to challenge guys who were smaller, guys who were supposed to be quicker. It wasn't just my height that was getting me across in these various sports. There were some other intrinsic things that I had that made me a good athlete.
They always said he was by far the strongest person who's ever played in the NBA.
Absolutely. I mean, he lifted me up like with one arm like nothing.
He do
so
look like he's extremely
He came
strong.
to the gym and he would do a tricep extension. The big guys, the strongest guys, would do, let's say, 120 pounds. He would come and he would do 150, 170 pounds. That's how strong he was.
Did you retire right after basketball, basically? You didn't,
No,
you
I went
watched
right into volleyball. I played professional volleyball actually longer than I played basketball.
Wilt Chamberlain's playing with four of my
played
freshmen
professionally
against
volleyball?
Magic, Bernard King, James Worthy, Byron Scott, and Green. And it's game point. Magic throws a sky hook. Wilt blocks it. Magic calls game. And Wilt says, that wasn't goaltending. That was a clean block. And Wilt said, hey, coach, was that goaltending? I said, no, that was a clean block. And Wilt says, all right, look, we're going to play a game till 12. Winner stays, and there'll be no more shots made at this basket. He blocked every shot. 43 years old. He was blocking everything. It was unbelievable.
Far dribbling. Chamberlain knocks it away again for the seventh time. A collision, and Chamberlain is down. Hit in the midsection, and that's putting it high.
Man got so many records, it's ridiculous.
Chamberlain's sixth block shot.
Young Kareem, too. What's up, young Kareem? What you got?
Third block for Chamberlain tonight.
That's low key. No, that wasn't low key. Let me stop. I thought it was.
Oh, Wilt Chamberlain went higher than I've ever seen him go. The big captain's bad.
He is blocking the Kareem unstoppable blocking the shot.
Individually,
The
at the
hook.
start of the fourth quarter, actually said to everybody, we're going to win. And Wilt Chamberlain is playing just about the best basketball I've ever seen any man play in my life.
Going through the middle, nobody goes. Wilt takes it in himself. Puts it in there.
Boy, I ain't never seen no finger roll like that in my life, boy.
Unbelievable shot, Keith. If he gets that close to the basket, I don't see how anyone can stop him.
Wilt was 6. He may try a fall-away bank. Yep, here it comes from 14 feet.
New Gillette antiperspirant. Feel dry without worrying about irritation.
Get on
even
off
those
my screen.
72-hour days.
Oh, that was one of them unskippable ads.
Wait, are you being serious?
Y'all
There's
gonna
no
double
way.
me up, though?
We invited food reviewers to try the Whopper.
Is that
but
both
with
of them
a
on
special
YouTube?
surprise.
$5 for.
It's good. His hand is for Wilt as he leaves the game, and they're giving him a standing ovation in many sections of the arena. Long pass to Adams. He's going to challenge Wilt. He does. Wilt fly swats it right down his throat. Goes way out of the court and is grabbed by Halliburton. Goes baseline stop. 15 for the rookie. Will be short. Taken by Wilt. Wilt playing another tremendous game.
Man,
Wrap
probably
around.
having 7 blocks a game.
Comes out to Robinson. Robinson's underhand pass over to Riley. The Globetrotters are here, and Riley hits the jumper.
Now
Not many people know or have spoken about Wilt's time in a professional basketball league as a kid. I want to give a huge shout out to Reddit user u/DanTheMan9758 for his incredible research on the topic.
Wilt would not only block your shot, Wilt could go up in the air and catch your shot, which was like, ooh.
Probably the greatest play I have ever seen in my life, Wilt Chamberlain was involved with Gus Johnson. Wilt was standing there. Gus goes up to dunk it. Wilt catches the ball, throws Gus to the floor, still holding the ball. They carry Gus off the court with a dislocated shoulder from bouncing off the floor.
He was hurt
I don't see how anyone in the NBA will ever be as strong as he was.
I saw Wilt Chamberlain once go to half court and make 20 out of 25 free throws from half court.
No, Wilt had a great shot outside. He used to win games at Horse.
I'm gonna tell you something. As bad as it looked, it didn't miss by that much.
See, it's too much of a myth behind this dude, man.
You know, I had to sample it fast. There you go. $105. I just spent the last 3 of them.
20 out of 20 from half court free throw.
Get up! Get up!
Everybody was captivated by this giant.
Oh, black man. I ain't reading what he was saying. Alright, that is the video. Like I say, I learned a lot more about Wilt Chamberlain, man. He's a man athletic freak, my G. That's crazy, man. This man was playing volleyball, tennis, running track, throwing discs, doing the jumping thing what they do for the freaking track. That man crazy. That's just some crazy stuff, y'all. Learn something new every day. The messed up part about all that, he should have been better though at basketball. He should have dominated way more, even though he did dominate. He should have dominated way more. That sound like he was like, you just throw Shaq in the 1960s, 50s. You throw Shaq in there, and that's what he was. Like putting Shaq in the 1960s, and he just going crazy. But anyways, man, hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. All praises to the Most High, and I'm on up out of here.
Step up in this bitch like I'm the one your bitch like. I'm the one your bitch like. And I've been talking shit like I ain't scared to lose a fist fight. She grabbing on my thing like she wanna see if it